Hello, this is Vulturefire, and we are back to the quest runs. Still on 7111. Patch is going live very soon, but isn't live yet. But actually, I think possibly the last quest run I recorded, we didn't have the art for all of the new generic cards, but now we do. So no more white squares. If you've been watching these episodes as they come out, previous episodes were on betas before we had all of the art, so we had a lot of white squares. Anyway, we're going to do The Lost Warrior, which is the Khaitan Unlock quest. So I'm going to start by reading the text here, and then I will get into a bit of detail about how this is going to go. So, The Lost Warrior. One of your recruits has asked permission for a special expedition. Now that you have been granted access to the Fetid Coast, we thought you might like to hear it. Salon wants to go looking for his long-lost friend Khaitan. Apparently long-lost, but I saw him like last week. Anyway, maybe it's long-lost like the sword that nobody had seen, but apparently guild leader just had a week ago and was just using. Anyway, I believe they both served under the same unit before becoming wanderers. According to Salon, Khaitan vanished a few months ago when his artifact became defective during a deep expedition. So a few months is apparently long lost? Anyway, go to the Fetid Coast and see if you can find any traces of him. Rewards. Unlocks Khaitan. Card rewards. Furious Retribution. Vibrating Strike. Begin. Give me a second. Alright, was reporting the inconsistent capitalization here, because here it's lowercase and here it's uppercase. Anyway, so this quest, the first part is fairly easy. It's just basically a depth 3 run with a couple special events. But the second part has a fight against Khaitan himself, and that fight is not going to be easy. We are going to have to put an effort for that one. I'm trying to remember, I think last run, let me check if we used, I think we used Salon, didn't we? Let me check. Yes, that was a Salon run as well. We are actually going to use a pre-built deck this time. We're going to do our absolute best to take things down. So the Khaitan fight is kind of the fight that we are going to need the most help to manage, because it has a lot of curse, and we do have to play Salon for this. We don't have a choice. But the Khaitan fight has a lot of curse, and it has a lot of just incoming damage, and we don't necessarily do a great job of dealing with either of those. So I'm going to kind of try to pick cards that I think might help a little bit with that. We don't have any ways to output Doom, which makes Fetid Fate a lot worse. And there really aren't any monster cards to help with that. Although that is that's an okay amount of curse, but I guess that's better than words. Haunted Memories is only 2 until we upgrade it. I would love to be able to use Crystal Blast, but I just don't think we can. I guess we could build into Ice. How many ways do we actually have to play Frost? Never mind, we can't build into Ice. We just don't have cards to do it. I'm not sure if Strenuous Vigor is actually good. I don't think it's abysmal, but I don't think it's great either. So we're not fighting Khaitan in this first quest. That'll be the second quest. I'm just kind of putting this deck together based around what I'm expecting to want for that next one. We should finish figuring out our epics. So we have such a limited ability to we have so few epics, relatively speaking, that we kind of end up taking stuff that we may not necessarily want just because we don't have the ability to be more choosy just because of how few cards we have total. Which, it's possible that just beating Khaitan is going to be beyond our powers. Although if that's true, then I think you're definitely toast against White Flame Golem. Although at least for White Flame Golem we can use Inna, which gives us additional leverage. I guess we will include that. May as well include Crystal Blast. There are situations where it's good. Goon Squad, I guess. And then, I guess that. Really, though, I would like to have access to Salon's level 8 unlocks because that would give us defensive mod, which would be a huge, huge, huge thing to have. But anyway, so the starting deck, let me check to make sure this is fine. Treasure Hunt is kind of whatever. I don't know that we want that necessarily, but the rest of the list seems okay. I don't know that we want the combat ready. I go back and forth on that. I just don't know what else we would run instead. Guess we could swap it out for like just a straight up shielded strike. Which I also don't love. Could run Infuse. So Electrocute theoretically could be good here, but the problem is we are not playing in a way that really leverages Electrocute. Could put Meditate in, actually. I think that was what was in just one of this build versions. Put Meditate back in. We'll see how this goes. It's possible that this is another one of those things where, like, we will end up wanting to go quick play because of the value we get from that. I like going here. We can pick up Cleanse here, although against Baylater we don't need that. Shadowbone will give us... I think this is fine. Yeah, we are doing a quest. So we do need to hit any quest objectives that we see. There aren't any. Cool. So, as far as cards go, so we have no red blossoms. It's interesting. Because given how many red blossoms we had to fight previously. I think we just go up through a bunch of events. I think that's our best bet. We can get an Arcane Aegis from this fight, which is always nice. I think we're just going to do Curse on you. I don't actually know how Charging Focus stacks with Meditate. I should look into that. Okay, so that's 10 and 10 base. Which then goes up to... It should be 13, I guess. But anyway, so... Let's see. So that's 8 and 10 plus 20% is... So that goes to 10 and 12, which I guess there's no way for us to tell the difference there because we already know that. Well, let's see what this ends up being. That's 15, 12 times. Well, that's... But we're also mighty now. Yeah, there's no way for me to tell actually off of just those numbers how much, whether or not it is, how exactly it's calculating. It's not really important, I'm just curious. Okay, with 2 of these, so we're now at 11, which is 40%, which should be plus 40%. Let's check this real quick. 8 times 1.4 is, yeah, 11.2. So we are now at 15, which is, so we've got a plus 1 there. So let's do 8 times 1.65 is 13.2 plus 1. No, so that must mean 8 times 1.4 is 11.2 times 1.25 is 14 plus 1. Yeah, so it's got to be multiplicative. The increased potentials are actually multiplicative with your damage bonus, which is very good. That makes them way better than I thought they were. I kind of want the brainstorm here. Give me a second. All right, so I will stop getting distracted eventually, I swear. That's definitely not a lie. Let's get tough set up. Let's get mighty and powerful set up, I guess. And then let's just nuke you. Man, I would love the level 10 passive though, but that one's absolutely not going to happen before we do the quest. Before we do whatever. There is, like I said, there's the just avoid the difficult fight option, so that's probably what we're just going to do. Let's get more mighty and adept. Do I think we're going to win? Alright, let's do... There we go. Pop and pop. Let's just take the Hex Bolts. I don't know if that's actually correct, but that's what we're doing. Just gonna go to the event. That's great. Plus 3 status applied is pretty good. Alright, let's think how we do this. Which basically comes down to, what am I doing with the Haunted Memories? So this is 6, which is enough to play all 3 of those. But not, see, I think we do get mana out of this. The other question, of course, is whether I go for tough or adept. I'm just going to get tough, so that we don't take damage here. And then we do get quite a lot of damage, because we get that arcane detonation bonus. Tag you. Yeah, this is going to have to be mana because I don't want to gamble on this treasure not having mana. It did, but of course we couldn't have done that for sure. Goodbye. Goodbye. We're fighting Baelator, which makes Sharpened Senses a lot better. Although Baelator's a long way off, and Mind Shield's going to be better against these Dorkums because you can't evade Arcane. Or Salon can't. Get that out. Donk. Pretty nice. I think we just use this to pierce that. This is just going to be mana, because I want to be able to play out everything. So the most important thing here is that now this turn it's going to come in and it's not going to have Adept. We could get more sturdy. I like having powerful though. What are we drawing? Block, I don't care. Right. It's got to be mana. Bonk. Our sturdy generation is pretty lacking. That's probably our biggest problem. If I had to just pick something to list as a problem. Weak. Also, keep forgetting that whatchamacallit is our way to apply, Haunted Memory is our way to apply weak as well. Could keep thinking only about the Arcane Link. Although I guess we haven't really taken any damage yet, so it's relevant, I guess. Oh, I should get that out. And I should just kill. Let's go. Legendary Strike would be pretty good. Menaphon is also incredibly good though, but we're gonna take Legendary Strike because I think it's funnier. I don't think it's worth upgrading though. I think we're gonna upgrade. Honestly, that might be worth it. I keep not upgrading this, and I maybe should. Also, this is pretty good. We're gonna try this, see how it feels. We will just take the reroll token though. Okay, that's this one. Afraid of that. This is kind of the worst event just because it is nothing but downside basically. So that's gotta be a mana. I'd like to play this, but I don't know that I can justify it. And this is not getting played this turn. We're just gonna do this, which is still gonna do pretty good damage, so. I should have upgraded the scattered mod, realizing now. Oh. For that one jerk that we're having to fight. Let's see what we get out of that. Okay. Just gonna get mana. And so that leaves just you. But you are not going to have a good time. Take that. That's useless to us. That's worse than what we have. Just discard. Alright, we will absolutely take this. We have 3 rest. Yep, fine spending this here, I think. You're going to upgrade. It's also very good. But yeah, I think we do this. This goes from 10 to 14. It gives us an extra rank of Mighty. It's pretty good. Thank you. Doing that for the weak more than the Arcane Link. Hello. Guess the Arcane Link ended up being worthwhile because given how those numbers shook out, we would have missed whatever. Okay. This has to be mana. This kills. So I think that's fine. Because then we are just invincible. So we don't take any damage this turn. We're not drawing cards this turn. That's really good. Get Adept first. Goodbye. I realize that didn't actually kill, but and we just take that. Okay, let's see how this fight goes. I'm a little worried about this one. I'm not super worried, but this is absolutely a fight where things can go wrong. I think the play here is that we do this. Oh, no, that doesn't actually work. Because I was thinking like we would then be able to block this, but that's not actually how that would shake out. Because we would lose purity to this guy, and then we would get whatever would be dispelled. This is obviously a pretty good start. Gonna really hope this guy's not giving out death spores. It's fine. Naturally. What do I get for saying things? I'd really like to have a shield. Let's see, we can afford to play out everything. go ahead and put this on you, I think. Yeah, it's unfortunate because that means that we don't get the increased potentials. So yeah, now you can just die. I could kill any of them, but I think that one going down makes the most sense, just because it was the one that was actually going to hurt us this turn. I just really want to get Death Spores out. Mana or... not really either, the thing I was looking for. Let's go on the deck as Brainstorm. Okay, we do not have Tough, but we can fix that. So, if we do this, we explode, but we take out 2 of the Death Spores, which seems useful. Love to see this. There we go. God, we can't afford Curse the Forest, but I want it, so taking it. I think I have to upgrade the Mind Seed. I think that extra growth is going to be important. I'm not totally sold on this Brainstorm. It's not actively bad, but we're going to cut it for now. Okay, Fighting Shadow, right. So, unfortunately, we once again are looking at a board with no Gleaming Aegis access, which is what I would really like to see. So we're going to go this route. Also have no cleanse here, so I'm pretty sure we have no cleanse so far. Yeah, so cleanse is a priority because otherwise Shadowbone is going to be not fun. Getting greedy here, but I'm sure I'll be fine. So that kills you. That gives you a bad time. So that all worked out. Are we dealing with Caterference? Bonk. I don't think Crystal Blast is working for us yet. We take Against the Odds and we use that to replace another thing. The evade card would be good if we were fighting Ruby Dragon or Emerald Dragon, but against Shadowbone, it's not really anything. Okay, we want to play this turn. Get Curse out of that. Bonk. This has so far been not as useful as we would like, let's say. It's also awkward. First time we actually lost health. Yeah, mana, absolutely a concern. Would love to find... I should have... and I can spin a reroll here if we don't get a cornered focus. I think we would really like to have a cornered focus here. That'll kill. And we get back to full health, so it's fine. Yeah. Why do you do this? We want that a lot, but we really need this right now. We can get a mana card here. We have to take the Battle Glory. I think we're going to need it. Battle Glory is also probably now a priority upgrade. Realizing a couple seconds too late that I really should have gone for the other thing that's not the thing I took. So this is going to get one more set of things, but we stripped off all that stuff last turn, which obviously makes life easier. Can do that. Cool. Actually, it's occurring to me now, we may not actually be able to trip. Whatever. Alright, that'll do. Yeah, this thing's basically done. That doesn't do anything for us right now. Sequencing this all wrong. It's fine. Oh, and just do that. Worth it. Probably. I don't know, planning is not something I am great at most of the time. I keep saying that every video. Apologize if I sound a little bit repetitive. You know, kind of the nature of recording a bunch of things back to back. Or not back to back even, but just like middle of runs. Often pretty similar. We can get those. That kills. This is probably actually better. Let me think. Yeah. It sounds okay. Upgrades. I do like getting this upgrade. This is a pretty good upgrade just because like having that be free is very good. But we don't necessarily need that against the mid-boss. In fact, we definitely don't need it against this particular mid-boss, which means that I think we're going to start by upgrading Hexed Bolts. Ooh. Yes, Hexed Bolts. Final answer. Alright, we could take this. This would be good against Baelator, but it won't be good before then. Is that whole thing was like, how much do we prep against specifically Baelator? And the answer is not quite that much. We'll just take the extra max health here. Wish we were a deck that Pulverize was good in, but I don't think we are. We have that. We don't need it yet. I do like pulling that out, though, just because it means that we don't have to worry about overdraw. See, that's going to be... Just get extra mana, I think. Oh, cat. Bonk. Okay, nobody see mana there. Let's see. No luck on mana there. But we did get shield. Just do that, I think. Although I guess we're not going to get a ton of value out of that. Yeah, this doesn't do that much for us, but doesn't cost us that much either, and it gets us a little more arcane. Okay. Let's do that, because if I can get mana, that lets me play this out. So the awkward thing here is that the corrupt happens after the arcane application, so this is going to blow up both ranks of arcane. Or arcane weakness before it corrupts, so it can't actually corrupt the arcane weakness. So that's already dead, but we're taking damage. We're going to do that anyway. Oh, right. I always forget the Ether Mantle damage. Yeah, Pulverize would be great if... That's actually gain 1 shield per rank of sturdy. Pulverize would be great if we had stuff before, but we don't. We're going to take the Mana Eruption. We're going to upgrade Battle Glory, because I think we do definitely want to have that upgraded before we get to our friendo at the end of this run, into this area. So we'd love to have more sturdy access, but we just don't. You run away from those. I think you hide from these. Again, it's time for me to check my notes. Please hold. Alright, I am just terrible at remembering these, but there we go. We could finally upgrade we could upgrade Curse, but why don't we start upgrading Haunted Memories? That's very good. Having that emergency stash of mana. Okay. We definitely need tough. I guess we just go ahead and do that. No point taking damage here that we don't have to take. So close to having the mana for this. Although, I guess that does it. Unfortunately, that does not count as damage as far as Battle Glory is concerned, which is why I didn't redraw. Huh. Thinking through what my options are here. I think we just get mana just because I don't think the thing is going to survive long enough for the other option to matter. The question, of course, is whether we can kill this front one before it hatches, which is going to depend a lot on what we draw. I'd love to see that one. And this might be enough. Yep. All right. Second Battle Glory? Do I need two? Going into Shadowbone Dragon? Probably. They're just kind of awkward because like they're not that good if when we're not fighting Shadowbone. But there will be fights in the other area they'll be good. They're good with too. Do I care about either of these? That could be good. See what we can, just we can draw. Okay. Figured if we could find whatever while we had all of this in hand, it'd be good. The scattered mod while we had the plus 60% on whatever. Kind of an overkill here, but I think it was worth it. Or kind of a massive expenditure of resources, but donk. Bye. And then, yeah, we get that, which is just an emergency shield card. Emergency shield thing that's going to be more consistent than Scroll's protection, because we're so often going to need to just spend all of our mana on Scroll. Just do that. Get Tough set up. Curse set up. Leave us in good position for dispelling it out of existence. Or at least trying to. That's going to be really good because that corrupt is actually going to just ruin its doom, which I hadn't even thought about, but that's obviously pretty nice for us. Able to get the shield up. This is obviously the part where so that will get us that. And then we can take this much damage. I think that's the weakest link. And we are invincible, so it doesn't matter that we are cursed. Kind of surprised we didn't get enough damage off of that to draw a whatever. That means that trips that. I should actually just do that. Pop. So that will get us back our battle glory. Take 1 whole damage. Cling, cling. I don't know why I'm spending so much time thinking. We just do that. That went well. Ooh. Shared downfall is actually probably good. Yeah. And it's way cheaper than the other card that this drops, so that's not good, I think. I think we need our whatchamacallit too much. That upgrade is pretty good. We do have to be able to get back around to shared downfall consistently, or we have to be able to close out fights, so that makes removing cards more of a priority. The problem is I'm bad at choosing what to remove. I think it's time for Treasure Hunt to go. Okay, so here's the actual event that we have to get to. So we win that fight. We win, basically. So you have to deal with these jerks. If I remember correctly, these guys corrupt on whatever. Which? Okay. So there's a Doom proc, which is pretty good for us. Alright, so you are functionally dead. Just trying to make you actually dead. We take manageable amount of damage this turn. Okay. Okay, I've got a plan. Trying to figure out exactly what the plan looks like. I guess I overdrew. I just thought I had enough in space, hand space. Fix that. Curse. So we don't take any damage right now. And then that kills. Good call. Do we just need more mana? Probably. I don't love that one in particular, but okay. You've been on the lookout for any signs of human presence as you traveled the coast. So far, you found abandoned camps, but you haven't found any trace of Catan. You come upon the remains of another camp. As you approach to investigate, you realize that it's infested with sludge connoisseurs. We could initiate combat with a cannon blast, we could sneak up on them, or we could set up a defensive position before fighting. We are here to find Catan, so we must do what Catan would do. Go ahead and apply a weak there. Bonk. Bonk. We're going to take a little bit of damage here, but it's easily a manageable amount. Let's actually do that, I think. Let's doom you. Sure, why not? I kind of want to do this one first. Just get even more value out of this. Just get more mana, I think, at this point. Kind of need more shield. Not really, because we have invincible this turn, but, you know. Mana? No mana. There's mana. Let's... This should be lethal. Yup. See? Just like Katon would have wanted. I still don't think we can Crystal Blast for 20, though. Can we? We would need... So it needs, like, some crazy number. Let me do some math real quick. 20 divided by 12 is... So that's plus 67... Let me check what it is once we've upgraded it real quick. The upgrade point is... Sorry, my brain is dorping. What am I looking for? Oh, I'm looking for... Not the upgrade point. I have a list of all of the cards, but this isn't on the wiki, so it's taking me longer to find. Crystal Blast. Okay, it goes to 14. 20 divided by 14 is it's like 40%. I think we can get there. I'm not totally certain, but we're going to try. We're going to take this over that. Alright. The connoisseurs are now reduced to a puddle of goop within the old camp. You try and search through the goop, but its corrosive nature makes it difficult. You should find a way to clear the camp. We could purify the camp with magic before clearing the goop, which would require 2 heal cards, or we could just clear up the camp as best we could using our hands as tools. We are more civilized than using our hands to clean up things. Now that the camp is goop-free, you take the time to look through it and search it for any hints. After a few minutes, you manage to find a magical inscription written into a larger rock by the camp. It's using a mercenary code. It seems to indicate a nearby location beneath a large dead tree. Head towards the tree. You soon see a large tree loom in the distance. As you get nearer, you realize that the base of the tree is engulfed by a large royal connoisseur. You'll need to get through it if you're to find anything near that tree. Fight! We can get that set up for next turn. Boop. Alright. Should we draw out of that? Let's do that. Let's get more mana. Apply weak. Yeah, it's not quite enough. That's kind of what I was worried about. Or we would need the vulnerable to go with it. Maybe I should upgrade my crossbow strike. No, I'm upgraded. That's right. I need to upgrade the crystal strike, and then I'll be in a lot better position. Probably. Let's get. We have some tough. Get mighty adept. Here we go. Where did the crystallize even come from? It shouldn't have come from Did we get crystallized out of that? How did we get... I'm trying to figure out how Crystal Blast would have gotten us crystallized, but that's the only thing that could have happened. We didn't have a crit chance, did we? I'll have to review the tape on that one. We're at around 50 minutes. Okay. Surely at least one of these will give me mana, right? There we go. Gonna get me back another one of these. Bonk, bonk. And now we get... Oh, not quite lethal. So the lifesteal. But that'll do it. So we won't normally have that much powerful. That was just because of... Or I guess... I don't know what was up with getting that first application. So we get Dig Through Muck, though, which... The connoisseur is gone. You're now free to investigate the tree. We investigate the trunk, investigate the roots, look around the tree. I don't see anything here that, like, clearly indicates what we're looking for, although, when we look around it, you look around the tree, but can only find the remains of the royal connoisseur. Continue. I guess we're going to investigate the trunk. You investigate the trunk for any signs or marks, but you don't find anything. I'm very good at this. I guess we're going to look around the roots. You dig under the roots, and eventually feel a metallic shape underneath your fingers. You keep digging and uncover what seems to be a damaged artifact. Was it Keton's? You should bring it back to the guild to investigate it. Continue. So now we do have to finish the run in order to... I believe my understanding is that we could actually like bail out now because we've done the quest. That we will be able to move on to the next step, but we're not quitters, so we are going to finish out this, and we are now done with the event quest, so I don't have to read the others. These are all just things that we've seen. Yeah, big fan of that one. That's fine though. I kind of like that. We're gonna just take that. Bonk. Yeah, that shouldn't do what we need it to do here. Okay, that is definitely just bugged. Let me report that. Alright, did a quick check on some stuff, and it looks like it is the reason that it is bugged is that it is triggering whenever you do at least 10 damage, which is why, obviously, 10 damage is an amount that we are going to do basically every time. I think I'm still going to upgrade it so that I'm playing it as close to fair as I can. But get out of this. Mana. No. All right, let's get sturdy and tough. Should have done that a long time ago. Purity would be okay. I don't know if we're actually going to get to it, but let's actually apply this week. I guess we need that shield, so we're not actually going to use spec plating. Although it did, I guess, get us some value. We are still on a bit of a clock. Just kidding. We drew the thing that means we aren't on a clock anymore. Trying to avoid losing mana to that. So that we can get just the maximum amount of value out of this, which should kill that. Doomed. Our defense is really, really lacking for Baelator, so Baelator's probably going to be a beating. Baelator is basically just going to be a damage race, and we're just going to hope that we can put together enough damage before Baelator can kill us. That's our entire plan. It's a great plan, right? Can't possibly go wrong. Go and do that. We don't really need to, but we win this turn, so we may as well just ensure that we get a clean victory. Ruinous Gamble is amazing. I forgot the fact that Gamble plus Downfall is just an incredible combo. Because Gamble is now basically completely safe. As long as we've got the other thing going. Like, I don't even have to upgrade it. We're going to upgrade that so we can try and play it fair-ish. And I think we just kind of... do we need to meditate? I don't know if we do actually need to meditate. It is an adept source. We do also get adept from Heroic Vigor. I think we can cut the meditate. Alright, gonna do that. To also take out the plated, which is fun. For us, less fun for that dork. We're gonna try and get to that. That's just gotta be a mana. Alright, it's bad daytime. Pretty good amount of curse out. And then we could play that, but there's no point. Alright. Well, Platypus is going to have a good day. But first, that comes through. And that will get us, and that one, we get fair and square. Let turn pass. Rip. This is, of course, the downside to having these things that need whatever in order to go off. But I believe this is a turn where it is not attacking. Yeah, because it attacks every other turn. Right. And this is annoying, but pretty easily managed. And that's just going to kill it. Bye. This is theoretically good, but I think I prefer Dark Focus. This is amazing. That just completely, like, that makes Gamble entirely free, which I'm happy with. I'm lazy, so we're just going to keep going. Yeah, this fight's probably going to be a pretty good demonstration of why we are... I say that. We'll see if this actually goes as poorly as I'm expecting it will, but... So we can't copy the Legendary Strike because it's Legendary, which means that you can only play one Legendary card per fight. Although I should have tried it just to see if it was bugged. But I shouldn't be able to play it twice. that. Okay. So that is, oh wow, that's already 20. Yeah, so that is entirely reasonable for us to hit. Could play that. I do want to play this. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to start with that. I'm going to start with... I actually want you to die more, I think. There we go. I wanted to get that Doom off before I tombed it again. We're gonna want that. Although I guess I'm not playing that anyway. But yeah, we're taking damage here. Not a ton, but some. This fight is definitely going better than I was expecting, like I said. Guess that can go because of how this is going to shake out. That's not going to kill you, is it? Guess we find out. It's really close. We can do that. You're not actually going to die even with whatever. Even with the curse, because you're going to lifesteal, but you're going to die. Bye. Also goodbye. I am a big fan of Hungering Focus. I'm a big fan of upgrading that, I think, at this point. I realize this means I'm not upgrading my Dig Through Monk, but it happens. That damage prediction just lied to me outright, I guess. I think we just delete you. And then we will get extra shield here, because otherwise we're looking at a pretty hefty amount of damage. Although I do not love that we are getting our Doom dispelled here. It's an awkward hand. Play that, but we won't actually get value out of it. I'm going to use that to finish off this one. And then... unfortunately, we don't quite get what we want there, but... gonna have to be what we get. Okay, yeah, that is still crazy amounts of mana. And that will draw us a Battle Glory. Could draw a bunch of cards, but I am super fatigued, so I don't want to. Alright. What am I not playing? Probably the Shared Downfall, because everything is already doomed, and we are at a pretty good doom count. Get as much mana as we can get, which isn't much, but you know. So this would freeze us, which is fine. So we can get rid of those. Could crystallize you. Could do that first. Gonna crystallize you, and then donk, donk, and then see, does this kill? Yes, and then we would take no damage. Which I like, and then we win. Oh, I guess we take one, but then we heal back immediately. Pretty happy with that. Absolutely, we will take Clear Focus. Should have taken the evasion because we are almost a Bay later, but Alright, we are going to upgrade this Dig Through Muck. You can't stop me. Give me a second. Alright. This is okay. I think I kind of like where we're at on trinkets, though. So I'm just going to discard that. Should have re-rolled it, I guess. We're just going to go in and see if we can beat this. I've kind of hinted I am a little worried about this fight. I think that goes. Okay, so this is going to... I should have sequenced this differently, but... Alright. Yeah, that's not enough damage, of course. Alright, so... Nice. Love to play that, but I don't think I can quite justify it over getting just the massive amount of whatever out. You're fatigued enough that I'm just going to do this. Although the purity gets eaten up pretty quick by the doom. But that was exactly the kind of turn one we needed to see in order to make this an easy fight. Although we can see already here, like this turn, it's determined to make things harder on us. Curse on it. But we are at least going to be within recoverable, and then it's not attacking this turn. So, I think we've gotten past the difficult portion of the fight. Donk, donk. It's not actually going to be 20 damage, so we won't get back, whatever, but... Battle Glory. We aren't getting back Battle Glory. That's the word. Alright. And easily hit threshold. There's a battle glory. Kind of would like a shield or draw, I think. Yeah, take a shield. So that'll turn on charging focus. Which, yeah, means we can now do that. Pop, pop. Which will get us battle glory. And then this kills because of all the various pieces that happen. But why not get enough shield? And then, yeah, we just have lethal here. Gotta get the screenshot though. And yeah, Legendary Strike absolutely did what we kind of wanted it to do. If we could do like this exactly again, obviously it would be amazing, but absolutely no guarantee we can do that. But this was a fun run. We get the level 7 passive, which is going to be useful. And that is the end of that. So, next time, we are going to try and defeat Keton himself with the power of a gun. But that is it for this episode. So I'll see you for next episode. Until then, toodles.